watching James. My name's James, you're watching me, and I'm talking about watches. Now, as you know, I like buying watches and watch accessories from Aliexpress, and some time ago I found what I think is the best affordable bracelet that you can buy. This one here. And I think quite a few people have enjoyed that video because it's been rather popular. And since buying that sort of engineered style Aliexpress bracelet, I've really enjoyed it, and I've thought, well, what else is out there on the Aliexpress sort of site that may be able to add to my collection as well? Give me another alternative bracelet to wear on my watches. So since making that video, I have bought myself 4 other bracelets from Aliexpress. And 4 bracelets that I've put a little bit of time into, that I've tried to find the best ones on there, that actually look good in the photos, that have good reviews. But I'm going to tell you right now, I have bought 4 bracelets that are absolutely terrible. I don't like them at all. They look okay in the photographs, they sort of feel sort of okay in hand, but as soon as you put them on a watch and on your wrist, I just haven't enjoyed them. I haven't liked them. I got rid of them. I'm not going to recommend them to you today. I'm not even going to bother showing them to you because they just weren't worthwhile. So I put that idea aside. I already own a few of these engineered bracelets. I really like them, so I'm just going to live with those because they are good bracelets. However, recently I bought a second-hand watch, the Junkers Bauerhaus, and I didn't like the leather strap that it came on. Well, better to say that I like the strap, just didn't like it on that watch. So I thought, well, I'll just put it on my engineered style bracelet, which is exactly what I did. And I have to say, it felt really good. I do like that sort of feel of that bracelet on my wrist. I like the weight of it, but it didn't quite suit this particular watch. It was probably a little bit too big and chunky for it. So I thought, well, I need to find something else for this one. I need something that's a little bit delicate. I might consider one of these Milanese mesh bracelets. And I have to say, I've never actually considered one of these before. They haven't overly attracted me before, but that's probably because I haven't had a watch that would suit them. So I had a look back on Aliexpress. I looked through hundreds of these Milanese style bracelets until I found one that I think I was quite happy with. And it would cost only 12 Australian dollars. I've got it in now. I've put it on this Junkers watch and I am so impressed by it. And for 12 Australian dollars, I can't believe how good this product is for that money. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you this mesh bracelet, because I think for $12, if you have a watch that would suit a mesh bracelet, that this one should be on your shopping list. Just before I flip around though, if you haven't clicked on that little subscribe button, would you mind just clicking on it for me? I do appreciate it. Let's flip around, let's check out this mesh bracelet. So I have to say, for 12 Australian dollars, this is probably the best money that I've ever spent on Aliexpress. It's just not a lot of money and you get a really good quality product for it. I'm a little bit impressed by it, a little bit surprised. And I have to say, as soon as this one arrived and I put it on my Junkers watch, I bought another one straight away for another watch. So I'm still waiting for that one to arrive. But let me show you why I think it's such a good quality strap. The first thing is the comfort. It's very, very soft to touch. There's no sharp edges on the sides. You know, these sort of cheaper products from Aliexpress, sometimes they can be a little bit rough and a little bit sort of sharp on the edges, but this one's very, very nice. It's very, very soft and very, very well made. I'm quite impressed. Obviously, it's not a particularly expensive thing to be able to produce because they're not selling it for a lot of money. There's a lot of flex in it as well, which is nice. So it does curve around to your wrist very well. It comes with quick release spring bars, which is nice. It connects very well to that lug there. I expected that to be a little bit rougher, but actually that's really good as well. Very neat and tidy. The hardware on it is very neat and tidy as well. It's just got a little bit of vertical brushing. Yeah, again, it transitions into that mesh very well as well. It's very, very easy and very, very nice. And the other side, exactly the same, quick release spring bar, has a very neat and tidy sort of lug there that transitions into that mesh very neatly and very, very soft. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. This little bit here, we can move back and forth along the length of the strap itself. Just simply by lifting this little flap up here with a screwdriver, we can then move it back and forth to fit it to our wrists. And you'll see there's some indentations. Yeah, can you see it there? There's a few little minor indentations along the way, which there's a little bit of a ridge there that clicks into that. So you sort of find the right ridge for you, for the right length for your wrist, and you lock it into position. What I do like is that it's fairly subtle as well. I've seen a few of these where they're quite deep into the mesh, and I guess it doesn't really matter, but it just feels very nice on the wrist. The end is very good. That's the underside, so you'll see a little bit of a cutaway there so it fits around onto the end of the mesh. But the bit that you're sort of seeing is more neat and tidy. And again, it transitions into that very, very well. I'm quite impressed. And doesn't that look lovely on that sort of dress style watch as well? Really neat and tidy, very elegant. Now we're looking at a 2.4mm thickness. So if you're interested to see what sort of thickness that it is, that's what it is. Yeah, $12 Australian, how impressive. And also came with a spring bar removal tool, just that sort of standard one that we seem to be getting with a lot of these, and 3 spare quick release spring bars. Now, I don't see any reason why you'll have to be changing these out regularly. That they certainly feel fairly solid, nothing particularly wrong with them. I don't think you're going to be changing these out, but if for some reason there is an issue, well, we've got 3 spares, which I think is pretty cool. So how do we actually use this thing? Well, it's fairly simple. If we look on here, there is a little bar and a little clip. There's a little edge there which grabs on and a little clip retainer. Fairly simple. We just clip on to there and then push that down. Done. Nice and easy, nice and secure. So how does it look on wrist? Well, let's check it out. Yeah, very, very neat and tidy. Looks and feels fantastic. You can see it really wraps around my arm. Very nice. I have to say it's very, very comfortable on wrist as well. And as you may know, I have fairly hairy wrists. It's certainly not grabbing onto that hair at all. There's no problem with that whatsoever. I haven't lost any hairs with this one. And it's just very neat and tidy. Look at that. And you can see there's a fair bit of leftover strap for me. So you could fit this to a much, much larger wrist. But having that extra strap is no issues. It's still very, very comfortable on wrist. No problems whatsoever. Yeah, I think that looks fantastic. And speaking of sizes, as you can see, there's another 4 spots there for this to grip onto. So I think you could quite easily go down to like a 6-inch wrist. I think that'd be very easy to fit onto. And there's a lot more ridges up there. So you could probably easily go to like an 8-inch wrist with this particular model. Yeah, fantastic. And all for $12. I just think the value in that is absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, I hope I have helped out a little bit, that if you are interested in one of these mesh straps, I can give you a little bit of confidence that $12 is going to get you something that is actually a really good quality strap. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.